Okay guys, it's a great day. Not ready to go in though because I'm gonna wear myself out, but Frankenpatch is actually no more. It's becoming part of the car. This should be close to, if not the last, polyester filler on here. Probably go to high build primer after this, block it in. I sand this. This is sandable. I really don't have to cheese grate it because it's really sandable. It's that Eastwood contour stuff. I went ahead and finished where it was welded in over the wheel well and stuff. So, like I say, left side's almost done. And the right side's not that bad, but I'll get on it later. I don't want to overdo it. Cold front came through last night. It rained and it's in the 70s now, so it's a great day. As soon as I get this, like I said, I don't really have to cheese grate it so it can dry. But about finished, and then I'll be ready to hopefully shoot some primer on it because I'd like to get some primer on that. Some sealer, some epoxy primer, and then some high build primer. Now Summit sells Rust-Oleum high build primer, so I guess it's compatible. I have some, so I guess I'll use it. But I thought that was odd. They didn't have their own high build primer. They sold Rust-Oleum products. Anyway, this side's coming along. Be glad to see it done. Be nice to have 1/4 panel pretty near complete. No rust. Remember, I cut all the rust out, welded in patches. And this really isn't very much of this stuff. Of course, once I sand it, it won't be much at all. But I wish I had the car up higher, or I could get lower, but I wish I had my lift, but I can't afford now, right now. But maybe one of these days when I don't need it no more, I'll have one. I could raise it up to head level, make sure I got the underneath, which ain't that big a deal. The very, very bottom down here underneath is not really as smooth as I'd like it. Probably smooth as it was from factory, because it wasn't very smooth from the factory. And but I raised the airbags on the car, tried to raise it up some. I was able to get on sand that some down there. But I think it's probably, even though it's still nice out, it's probably that time I don't want to overdo it. It's supposed to be nice this week. So hopefully by a couple days it'll be under epoxy primer. I'll have it sanded down, and then, you know, there's still work you can do on top of the epoxy primer, because obviously a high build primer and all that. Get that blocked in. For the very first time in my, since I've owned the car, I'll have a car with a rust-free quarter panel on it. I had to do a little Bondo glass on this one because there was a weld right there that I hadn't hit yet. So I did that first, and of course graded it down fairly smooth. And then I did, because that polyester filler sets up so fast, I did this back half, and then I went back and did this front half. Seemed to do okay. I didn't want to go past what I did there because I didn't want to get gummy and messy. But I may hit it. I don't know. I don't really want to hit a cheese grater because I don't want to leave big gashes in it. But I think about 40 grit 80 grit would knock that down. Pretty smooth. I've been using whatever that is. I think that's 40 grit, 40 or 50 on this Bondo, stiff Bondo board. Guess you're not seeing that. On this stiff Bondo board that I've had for a while. Seems to work good. I tried to feather a little bit in, of course, with the DA at the end, which I'll probably do again. Last thing I'll do, like I say, I got that lip, I think, okay. It was a little wavy, so hopefully I can hit that with that flat board. Get that nice and flat. Then I've got a round DuraBlock, which I can't ever find, and every time I need it, I've been using in these coves and over the top of the wheel well to kind of give it some shape. I think it'll turn out good. It won't be primo, but be good enough for a driver. Good enough for me. Good enough to be painted satin black. My Eastwood epoxy primer is actually satin black, so I don't have to put anything on there right now because it should be weatherproof as soon as I get it on there. Except for I'll have primer on top of it, so I may have to spray it with a little bit of paint. I don't know. We'll see. See how the weather holds out. Glad it cooled down. Glad we got a little rain. We got about 1.5 inches of rain last night. But I guess I'll get ready and go in the house. Put my feet up so I don't get overtaxed. So I will talk to everybody later.